Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Dayspring Discussions. I'm your host, Sean McGahee. In this show, we talk about movies, TV, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books. If you geek out about it, we're going to talk about it. You can listen to Dayspring Discussions on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, and Patreon, and contact Dayspring Discussions on the Facebook group, Twitter account, and dayspringdiscussions@gmail.com. Well, happy Tuesday, everyone. It is, of course, a steaming hot mess of a day here in Austin, Texas. If you're outside, get inside before you melt, because good Lord, it is hot. From what I hear, the rest of the country is pretty hot too. So stay inside, guys. Stay by some water, get in some AC, and just enjoy what I'm about to talk about, guys, because we are on part 2 of Comic-Con talk. If you guys did not listen, yesterday I talked about part 1, which is pretty much all DC. I talked about the Aquaman trailer, Shazam, Young Justice, Outsiders. So go ahead and listen to that if you want to. After this one, today I'm going to be talking all things that I didn't get to yesterday, which is a lot. Lots of stuff, a lot of trailers pretty much is what happened. I'm going to be going through some stuff briefly, so if you want to expand more on it or want to talk to me more about it, hit me up on the Facebook group, Twitter account, and of course Gmail account. I'll be glad to talk more about any of these subjects I'm about to ramble on about. Okay, first piece of housekeeping, guys. After today, I will be on a bit of hiatus. On Thursday, we are going on vacation, taking my girls up to the northwest part of this country. Gonna head to Portland, Seattle, and my buddy's getting married this weekend in Idaho. Super excited. I get to see some old friends. Hopefully have a great time. So I'm going to be performing the ceremony. I'm looking super excited to do that. It's going to be a good old time. So I'm going to be gone for about a week and a half. I may try to maybe slip in some kind of audio recording. It'll be unedited, so it'll probably suck, but hold on for that. If not, I'll be back next Friday and Saturday, hopefully with another show, catching up on all the stuff that came out between now and then. So with today, I'm going to try not to go as long as I did yesterday. I did a half-hour show, but there's a lot to talk about, guys. And like I just said, I'm going to be gone for a while. So if I go half-hour, so be it. I apologize in advance, but let's just get right into it. So starting off, knowing that this show has an X-Men reference, I really want to talk about The Gifted Season 2. The show's coming back on September 25th on Fox. If you haven't checked out Season 1, you can go on almost any streaming service and check it out. Of course, it's based off the X-Men. It's got X-Men characters like Blink and, oh God, what's his name? Thunderhawk? Why am I blinking on his name? Proudstar. What's Proudstar's code name? Damn it, I forget. Okay, you're going to kill me for that later. Anyway, let's move on. You got the Cuckoos. Of course, you got Polaris, Lorna, a lot of the X-Men characters, as well as some new characters in there as well. But it's a good show. For an X-Men show, it's pretty darn good, guys. Starting off, I wasn't too sure about it. It seemed that when the Season 1 trailer, it seemed like a little bit of that Heroes, which really Heroes was just X-Men without costumes, which is why it was so good. This, as the season went on and on, it got better. I think when you brought in the 3 Cuckoos, Emma's apprentices in the comics, it got a lot better too. At the end of Season 1, the part of the Mutant Underground split, so they're kind of divided, and it looks like in Season 2 we're going to get more of that divide. Lorna is pregnant, so that's going to create some good tension, and it looks like from the trailer, the pregnancy has enhanced her powers, and she might not be able to control herself. Some weird things are going to happen, I bet. I know Marcos is definitely the kind of guy who wants to be there for his child, and I love what they did at the end where they kind of made him and his girlfriend, lover, partner, the villain. It was pretty much like taking that classic Magneto Xavier best friends, only making it more. And of course, she has magnetic power, so that just seems fitting. But, he's going to want to be there for their child. It's going to be interesting how they play that out. Not to mention, of course, we do have the Strucker kids. They are uber powerful together, but Andy has broken off. Whether they're going to get back together, I know that Reed and his wife definitely want to bring their family back together. They're going to want to bring Andy back into the fold. And then, of course, we got other stuff going on with Blink and John. John's in some kind of fight club, I guess. That's kind of what I'm getting from this trailer, perhaps. But at any event, it looks super cool, guys. Again, if you haven't seen Season 1, check it out. I'm expecting good things from Season 2. Fire back in the social media accounts and, of course, Gmail account. Let me know what you think about the Gifted Season 2 trailer. Oh, Morlocks, too. Looks like we're getting Morlocks, as they call the true Mutant Underground as well, too. But a lot of good stuff going on there. Okay, next up, probably the only non-trailer news. 20th Century Fox is reportedly developing a new take on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, original creator Joss Whedon is going to executive produce the show. This new take on Buffy is said to be richly diverse and, like the original cast, boost metaphors for issues facing society today. Now, like I said, Whedon's going to be an executive producer, but he's also working on his own show for HBO just announced called The Nevers. No idea when this show is going to come out or, what exactly is all in store for it. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I loved its spinoff, Angel. Like that a little better, but I like how Buffy, of course, brought in the monsters and did give you those metaphors for kind of teenage problems or societal problems using demons and all those funny little quirks. However, a Buffy show without Joss Whedon writing and directing doesn't seem like a good idea to me, mainly because they continued the Buffy storyline in comic books. I think they're on like season 11 or something right now, and after about season 9, it got boring. I mean, I've tried to pick it up again, and I can't get into it because Whedon's not involved. It doesn't have that oomph to it. The first one, right after the show, season 8 comic book, was pretty good. Season 9 was a little weak, and then it just got worse from there. So while I think bringing Buffy back for a new audience, a new age, sounds cool, I don't really think I'm on board unless Joss Whedon's helping and writing it. That's just my take, but let me know what you guys think. Okay, next up we have Glass. That's right, this trailer made a big splash at Comic-Con. It is the sequel to Unbreakable / sequel to Split that brings the two movie franchises together for M. Night Shyamalan's kind of big spectacle, his take on superheroes and the superhero genre, I believe. So looking at the trailer, it looks like the three main characters, which are Glass, the Beast, and what was Bruce Willis's character David, are all in this mental hospital, and Sarah Paulson, who's a phenomenal actress, is kind of dissecting them a little bit and trying to get to the root of them. Glass is trying to recruit the Beast to, be his minion in this war. I'm not sure exactly. It looks a little different from what we got from Unbreakable in regards to superheroes. And I think maybe since that genre of film and even television has evolved since Unbreakable, I think Shyamalan has more to say about the subject matter. At the end of Split, we did see Bruce Willis's character David watch the news and pretty much become aware of James McAvoy's character, or the Beast, so to speak. So I'm, again, curious to see what's going to happen. It has them inside this mental hospital, whether it is, at the end of the film or even at the beginning of the film. Maybe it could be a flashback. But, of course, this is Shyamalan, and he's known for his twist endings, which we got in Split and Unbreakable and all his other films. So don't be surprised if we get a surprise, is all I'm saying. With Split, I thought it was okay. I did enjoy the ending to it, of course. And same thing with Unbreakable. I can't say I've seen Unbreakable more than once, maybe twice. So I'm not too familiar with how it goes. Of course, I'll probably have to watch it again before I see this one and just get a good review of the Glass and David characters. But anyway, it is a good trailer. Again, it's something different. I do enjoy when someone takes the superhero or comic book genre and does something a little different with it, maybe and have a more serious take. Look, I enjoy the Avengers and the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all the DC stuff very much, but stuff like, say, Logan and Watchmen, that kind of have a different slant to it, even a more dissection of the genre itself, I think is pretty cool. So the Glass trailer, I'm not super excited for the film because I didn't love Unbreakable and Split, but definitely worth checking out, and who knows, I might be surprised. But moving on to something I am excited about, Voltron Season 7. Oh yes, so DreamWorks and Netflix came out with a new trailer for Voltron Season 7, which is set to premiere August 10th on Netflix. Now what they've been doing is they've been giving us like 6 to 7 episodes at a time, and then a few months later they give us 6 to 7 more episodes. I wasn't really on board with it too much. I'd rather just have like 13 to 14 episodes per year, and I'm fine with that. But, sprinkle them in, that's cool. This last season of Voltron, I did a review on it when it came out a couple months ago, guys, and I loved it. It was phenomenal science fiction storytelling. The last couple seasons of Voltron I haven't been really excited about, but this last season definitely got me on board. And with this one, looks like they're heading back to Earth. From the trailer, it looks like something isn't right. They're going back thinking maybe the Golra hasn't experienced Earth or touched Earth. From the trailer, that might not be true. Now, one thing we also learned from Comic-Con is that this is the second to last season for Voltron. They said that after season 8, it's done, which honestly, I respect that. Kind of like how with Game of Thrones, they have a beginning, a middle, an end. They know how everything comes full circle. I'm hoping that's what they're doing with Voltron, whereas like some other shows, they don't have an ending in mind. It just goes on and eventually dies from low ratings. But I've enjoyed Voltron. I think it's a great sci-fi series. Of course, I'm always recommending it every time I talk about it, especially for any sweaty nerds who love just good sci-fi animated storytelling with great characters. And that's the thing too, is like you can't enjoy a show like this unless there are great characters that go along with it, and every one of these characters is great in my opinion. So check it out. The trailer's online. Let me know what you think, and if you haven't watched Voltron, don't talk to me. Go watch on Netflix right now. Sticking with some good classic sci-fi, Star Trek Discovery Season 2 premiered a trailer at Comic-Con. Now, I did watch the first half of Season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. I'm not a big Star Trek guy. I do enjoy the newer J.J. Abrams style, or the Kelvin timeline, as they call it. I did enjoy that, so I gave it a shot. And honestly, it wasn't bad. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I dropped it halfway through Season 1. I know there are a lot of people like it, but I, keep up with kind of what's been going on. I know at the end of Season 1, they brought in the Enterprise, and we brought in Christopher Pike, who was the captain before James T. Kirk, and it's being played by Anson Mount. Now, this is the guy who played Black Bolt in the horrible Inhumans ABC series that we just need to never, ever talk about again. From this trailer, it looks like it's kind of very much centered around him, and also it looks like the main character, what's her name? I'm thinking about it. I'm going to remember it here in a sec. What's her name? Michael, right? Michael, yeah. She is on the hunt for her half-brother, Spock. You heard of Spock, right? He has a little bit to do with Star Trek, the franchise, but a lot of stuff going on here. Mainly, like I said, they're kind of really pushing that. They're bringing in the Enterprise, they're bringing in Pike, and really trying to amp up the action, which is kind of what they've tried to do with the current Star Trek movies. A lot of hardcore Star Trekkies or Trekkies aren't a big fan of it. But, you got to bring in that new audience. You got to get people excited about Star Trek again so that the franchise can survive. And if that's what you have to do, as long as you keep the core there are definitely those elements I know in that first season that were definitely Trek. and you had to show a little action to keep people interested. I might check out season 2 just because I'm curious how it's going to be with Pike, but I might not. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I gotta watch, so we'll wait and see, guys. But if you haven't checked out Star Trek Discovery season 2, it's online, of course, on YouTube. The series is coming back sometime 2019. They haven't said yet, but if you like, Star Trek, I definitely recommend checking it out and seeing what you think. Moving on to another hardcore fan base, we got a new trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald from the Wizarding World now, which was formerly people really called just still Harry Potter is really what people call it. That's where it was based off of. But now in this one we got Johnny Depp being hunted down by Newt Scamander and Jude Law, who plays a young Dumbledore. The film comes out November 16th, and I think this looks a little more interesting than the first trailer. It kind of expands more about what's going on, about kind of the adventure that Newt and his friends are going to go on. And then, of course, you get the flashback scene with Newt as a kid, and it's funny that, the thing that he fears is being stuck in a desk, pretty much being ordinary, and that totally makes sense. There's that little line also as well about how Newt, hasn't met a monster he doesn't like. It fits his eccentric personality. I think I'm going to enjoy this one more than I did the last one. I'm not sure how Lisa, my wife, is going to feel about it. I know she enjoyed it. She's a big Wizarding World fan, loves Harry Potter. She got caught up playing that mobile game that's going on right now. She says it's really not that good, but of course she's just caught up in playing it. I don't understand, but nonetheless, the film will come out November 16th. We'll check it out then. You guys let me know what you think of the trailer, and we'll go from there. Next up, guys, we got Godzilla, King of Monsters, and it looks like this time we're getting more monsters. The film is set to come out May 31st, 2019. They bring in Stranger Things actress Millie Bobby Brown on this one. I'm not sure how much of a key part she's going to play, but really in this trailer what they're trying to feature are the monsters, because some people complain about how the last one, every time there was going to be something cool with the monsters, they cut away and we don't get a lot of the monsters. I think this one's going to be a little different. They got Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights. I fully support anybody from Friday Night Lights doing anything because I love Friday Night Lights. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. And looks like they're excavating. And what's her name from The Departed? Vera Farmiga. Is that her name? I don't know. She's going on this voiceover about we're thinking the monsters, and there's a rumor that her character might actually be able to control the monsters, or what she calls titans in this one. But again, really what this features is a lot of the monsters and letting us know it's going to be different than the last one. But of course, Godzilla is still the king of all of them. Now, the next film after that is said to be Godzilla versus King Kong. They're crossing over this with Kong from Skull Island. I'm not a fan of them, mixing King Kong, making him bigger just so he can fight Godzilla. I think it'd be a much better battle if King Kong was a little smaller, maybe a little more agile than Godzilla, but nonetheless, the trailer itself, like I said, a lot of action, gives us a good idea of, looks like all hell is going to break loose because these monsters are going to be everywhere. Could be a really good summer film, popcorn film to go see in theaters with all the CGI spectacleness of it all. So check it out online if you haven't. Let me know what you think, guys. Okay, 2 more quick trailers and then I am done. Sci-Fi premiered another trailer for their Deadly Class series. It's based off the series by Rick Remender and Image Comics. This is, a school full of deadly assassins and, all the things that come with it. Looks pretty cool. With this, you got kind of an eclectic crew in the school that we're going to meet. People have, kind of been giving it that Harry Potter vibe, instead of a school of wizard, you have a school full of assassins. Ooh, there's that one scene where that girl gets her nose bleeding by the teacher and the paper notes. That seems rather odd, but nonetheless, it looks a little edgy. Of course, it's something I think that could be cool, could not be cool. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. You guys watch the trailer. Let me know what you think, and then we'll figure it out together. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is after Comic-Con yesterday, we got a new trailer for Alita Battle Angel. And the gauntlet has been thrown, guys, because as of right now, there are quite a few high-profile films that are coming out December 21st that need to be talked about, okay? Aquaman just premiered their trailer at Comic-Con. We had a trailer for the Transformers film Bumblebee. I'm looking forward to another one. Alita Battle Angel, and then that other film with Steve Carell, Welcome to Marwen is what it's called, but it looks good as hell. You got Holmes and Watson, the John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell film that's coming out. Basically, a lot of films that could be good are coming out December 21st. Everyone's trying to grab that Christmas money, especially since Star Wars is not there. We already got our Star Wars movie for the year, Han Solo, back in May. We don't have another Star Wars movie until next December, which is why when you look at December 2019, nobody's around that because Star Wars has claimed it. I still say it was a mistake. We should have put Solo there, but that's neither here nor there. This new trailer for Alita Battle Angel, I thought, of course, enhanced my interest. I was already interested from the first trailer. I think it looks very interesting. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez, produced by James Cameron. Cameron's been trying to get this project going for years now. He's working on his Avatar film, so Rodriguez is at the helm. Robert Rodriguez hasn't done a really good film in a while, but he has done some good films, so that gives me some faith in this. But really, it's coming down to December 21st, guys. And I put a poll up on the Facebook group. Which film are you going to see first on December 21st? And right now, Bumblebee is in the lead, and Aquaman's coming in third. I put Bumblebee, Aquaman, Alita, and then Other, which includes Welcome to Marwen and Holmes and Watson. And you got Bumblebee, Other, and then Aquaman. And, I'm a bit surprised. But then again, I'm seriously thinking about seeing Bumblebee first myself. Everyone knows I love Aquaman. I've been a little hesitant on, the Aquaman movie because of the cast and the director. The trailer yesterday, put my mind a little more at ease, but not a lot. But Bumblebee, from that trailer, knowing that it's the director of Kubo and the Two Strings, which I think was robbed of the Oscar that year for Best Animated Movie, you got Haley Steinfeld as the lead, who I think is a great actress. If you haven't seen Edge of 17, check that out. She was also in the newer edition of True Grit with Matt Damon and Jeff Bridges. Great actress there. It's such a smaller story compared to the other Transformers films, and I think it's going to be really good, really different from the crappy Transformers films we've gotten so far. But I think Alita Battle Angel could be something good. I don't know. It could go either way with it. But there are those three films coming out on that day, and I don't know which one I'm going to see first. I think Alita Battle Angel would definitely be third. It's between Aquaman and Bumblebee, and I don't know. I'm just going to spend my holidays, watching movies, but I do have my parents coming in, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have for movies, but nonetheless, guys, go online to the Facebook group and cast your vote to see which movie you're going to see on December 21st. But first, go check out the new Alita Battle Angel trailer. And that's it, guys. I know I ran through a lot of stuff really quickly. I do apologize. Most of the stuff that I talked about I thought looked good. I tried to emphasize the stuff I thought looked great, and that is Comic-Con San Diego for this year. There's other stuff, little tidbits of news that I didn't talk about, but the trailers were the things that made the splash. And honestly, I thought we got some really good stuff. Last year, Comic-Con I don't think was as good as the stuff that we got this year, which makes me hopeful for the next year of sci-fi films and television that we're getting. I think it's going to be a good year, guys. So we'll wait and see. But now it's time for you guys to fire back on the social media group and, of course, Gmail account. Let me know what you think about the stuff I have talked about today. Out of all of them, I'm most excited for Voltron just because I love that series. Gifted, of course, I liked Godzilla. I didn't like the first Godzilla film. This one actually makes me look more interested because of the cast and the fact that I think we're getting more monsters. On top of that, of course, Deadly Class, Alita, Fantastic Beasts. My wife's a huge Harry Potter fan, so I'm going to go see that no matter what. Anyway, fire back. Let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, I'm probably going to be out for over a week till I get another show in. Maybe I'll try to sneak something in as I travel. I'd love to maybe get my old gang together for just maybe a couple audio clips of, you know, things that might have happened, or even maybe their favorite trailer at Comic-Con. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to go to this wedding, talk to my boys, who of course are big geeks too, and I'm going to get their thoughts on what their favorite trailer was at Comic-Con. Done. Okay, I'll see if I can make it happen. If not, I'll do it when I get back. So that's it, guys. Go enjoy your week. Go watch the trailers if you haven't. Soak in all the goodness that was Comic-Con this year. On a final note, I do want to give my condolences to the friends and family of John Schnepp, director of Adult Swim films such as Venture Brothers and Metalocalypse. I know him best as a film commentator on shows such as AMC Movie Talk, Collider Heroes, Collider Movie Talk. I've been watching him for years. I met him when he came to Austin several years ago to promote his documentary, The Death of Superman Lives. He did a Q&A. Really seemed like a great, genuine guy. I truly am sad that we have lost this man who was such an advocate for comic books and all things geek. He coined the phrase sweaty, and he will be missed. I will miss him as well as all of us online. So that's it for me today, guys. Go enjoy your week. Have a good one. And remember, the Force will be with us all.